Hi guys, so I wanted to go through two different exercises in this video, but I also want to explain to you why you're actually going to be doing it if you need to do it. So the idea being that if I just tell you about a client of mine, he's been having trouble basically lifting his arm up. So when he gets to a certain point, you can automatically see how protective he gets over that movement and that body part. So what's been happening is when I ask him to take his arm forward, he's been getting pain, he's felt a complete restriction and everything starts to tighten up. Now, one of the things we have done after testing is we've noticed that it's actually, the muscles are fine in that they work, but again, it's this protective pattern that's going on. So the other thing we have done is tested the joint. So when I lift the arm up, we can go a hell of a lot higher and a lot further than he can on his own. Okay, so the reason these exercises are important is if you want to know more about this, go and check out Lauren Mosley's work and again David Butler's work on explaining pain. So the idea being is that basically for my client is that when he lifts his arm, it's created a neurotag in his brain that states that this movement is dangerous. Okay, so when that happens, it then means that the brain will produce pain or cause pain to be produced, and it'll also try to protect the area, so it'll tighten everything up. So what we want to try and do is sneak under the radar and try to reinforce that that movement is not dangerous at all. Okay, so again, the joint's fine, the muscles are working, again it's just this protective pattern that's going on. So one way we can do this is grabbing a rope or a belt. You can also use, say, a tie for your dressing gown. Okay, so the idea being that you wrap it around somewhere. So what we did with my client yesterday was holding each end of the ropes, okay, is that you actually then produce a bit of a pulley. So for his left arm, okay, this is the arm that I want to be completely relaxed, because this is the one that has pain when he lifts it up. So what we did is, in this position, is that we actually started to pulley the arm up. And what he found was that he could lift his arm a lot higher by using that pulley system. Okay, and it was quite amazing to see. It's really interesting to see, and you could see I suppose the disbelief on his face that oh my god, I can actually lift my arm up. There isn't damage, we can lift it up. Again, it's just this protective mechanism that's going on. So one of the things he's going to do is basically be pulling his arm up so that we can start making sure that the brain realizes that this movement is safe to do. Okay, and then from there he's then going to progress it so that he can lift his arm on his own a little bit more. So again, you can still use the pulley system, but taking a little bit of the pressure off and still doing the same thing. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is with a pole, okay, or a broom or brush, whatever. So from there, all you're going to do is the arm that we need to work is going to go on the top. This is going to stay completely relaxed, so it's not going to lift anything. It's the other hand that comes underneath is actually going to lift the arm up. Okay, and that's what's going to happen. So you're actually using the opposite arm to lift up. Now, if you get stuck at any point, and again you start to go into protective mechanism, you can actually move the arm across and then try and sneak it again under the radar. Okay, so you're trying to, exactly how we've said, you're trying to get under the radar, making sure that you can create that movement with as little pain or discomfort as possible. And again, you're changing the neurotagging of the movement. Okay, so again, these are two ways you can do it. If these don't work, you can try it lying down in different positions. It's very personal to the client because it depends on what they can do. So the other way that we did do it, my guy was actually turn it around so that we face that way, so that he starts to lift the arm out to the side as well. And again, it's trying to work out what works well for your client. So it's trying to get that movement and reinforce that that movement is actually safe before they actually do it themselves. And the really cool thing was that after we did this, he was then able to lift his arm a lot higher on his own without the need of this help and with very little pain. So it was pretty cool to see. So thought I'd share that with you guys, and this is just a reminder for him as well. So speak to you soon. Bye bye.